Hey guys, in this video I will show you how to use Codex in VS Code fast and easy. Alright, so let's begin. Two important notes before we start. First, currently Codex is supported only for Mac and Linux users. Second, Codex works with any IDE that is VS Code based like Cursor and Windsor. Let's dive into it. In order to install it, open VS Code and go to your extension tab. Here just write Codex in the extension tab and download the extension from OpenAI. Install it. After the installation, on the left you'll see the OpenAI logo in the tabs. Just click on it. Now we need to sign in to our OpenAI user. It will open a browser for authentication. Time to talk about pricing and usage limits. Codex is not available in the free plan. If you have a subscription to any of the other plans, Plus, Business, Enterprise and Pro, you'll have access to Codex. Like Cloud Code, every plan has its usage limits. With Plus, Business, Enterprise and Education, you'll have about 30 to 150 messages for local tasks every 5 hours. The range depends on the token amounts you consume. If you hit the usage limits, you won't be able to use Codex until the end of the 5 hours window. Of course, you can change to API-based pricing and pay for extra usage. After we figure out the money, let's get back to VS Code. After the authentication process is completed, you'll have this chat. Let's break it down. On the plus button, we'll have the option to mention files and images. You can also copy an image and paste it directly to the chat, which is kind of useful. Next to it, you can select the model of Codex you want to use. Then we have reasoning effort. As you may know, GPT-5 comes with different reasoning efforts. The more reasoning, it will consume more tokens and think about the response. I found it very annoying to work with a high because it takes much longer to get the responses. We also have this IDE and plan option to configure it. On the same row, we have the send button. If you type a prompt and it's still disabled, it means your VS Code is not opened in an existing folder. Before we dive into the advanced configuration, at the top you can create new chat series and chats and the settings where you can configure MCPS and see the keyboard shortcuts. At the bottom, we have the local versus cloud work. Local means the LLM will run interactively and return the response. But if you choose to run it on cloud, it will run it on a separate agent in the cloud and notify when the task is completed. To make it work, you need to connect to Codex Web. Regarding modes, currently Codex has two options, which requires your approval for everything. Full access that can access the web and edit files outside the workspace. Sounds very risky, so I recommend not to use it. You'll always have to be in control of what's going on. Now you can give any task to this and it will give you the exact result that you want. As promised, here's how you keep your code and data out of training. Just log into your OpenAI account, click on Settings and enter Data Controls. The first option is improve the model for everyone. Make sure to turn it off and that's it. So that's basically how you can use Codex in VS Code fast and easy. So that's all for this video.